Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are going to dive deep into a business model that's letting people all across India start their own fashion brand and get this without ever buying or holding a single piece of inventory. So yeah, let's get right into it.
So, have you ever dreamed of it? You know, having your own fashion business, picking out your own collection, building a brand that's totally yours, and selling to customers everywhere. It's a pretty exciting thought, right?
But then, reality kind of hits. The idea of sinking thousands or even lakhs of rupees into stock that might not even sell. And then figuring out all the shipping, the logistics, and the huge risks with cash on delivery. Yeah, that's where the dream hits a brick wall for most people.
But what if you could just remove that biggest hurdle completely? Seriously, imagine running a business with access to over 30,000 products, but your personal investment in stock is literally zero. Now that is a total game changer, and that's what we're going to break down today.
So this whole idea, it has a name. It's called dropshipping, and YNF Club has built their entire system around it, tailored specifically for how business works here in India. Let's look at what that actually means for you.
At its heart, dropshipping is actually super simple. Think of it like this. You are the storefront. You build the brand, you do the marketing, you get the customer, you make the sale. But all the back-end stuff, a partner, in this case YNF Club, handles all of it. The storage, the packing, the shipping, it all goes directly from them to your customer. You never even have to see the product.
Okay, so you get the concept. But how does a sale actually happen? How do you get paid? Especially with cash on delivery, which is, let's be honest, absolutely essential in India. Well, it all boils down to 4 really simple steps.
First, you get an order, and you book it with YNF. To do that, you just pay a small 20% advance on the product's wholesale price. From that moment on, YNF takes over the whole thing. They pack it, they ship it, they handle all the delivery headaches. Then their courier partner collects the full payment from your customer. And finally, you get your payout. It's just a really clean and simple process.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty, because understanding where the money goes is absolutely key. We're going to trace the cash through a real, live example of a cash-on-delivery sale, so you can see exactly how the profit works. Now check this out. The best part about this whole thing is the control you have. So the product costs YNF about 1,300 rupees, but you, the reseller, you decide to sell it for almost 2,650. That's a 100% markup. You get to set your profit margin on every single thing you sell, and after all the fees are handled, your net profit on this one item is a very nice 1,276 rupees. So, the whole process kicks off when the package arrives at your customer's doorstep. The delivery person collects the full amount that you said, 2,649 rupees. That's the total cash that comes into the system.
Okay, so from that total cash collected, the system automatically settles YNF's part. This covers the wholesale cost of the product itself, plus a small fee for managing the cash-on-delivery service. It's all done for you, so there's no messy back-and-forth billing. And boom, what's left over? That is your pure net profit, 1,276 rupees, all earned on a product you never had to buy, store, or ship. That's your money from just this one sale.
But wait, that's not the final number that actually hits your bank account. There's one more really important piece of this puzzle, and it actually increases the amount you get paid. Let's see how that works. So here's the clincher. The money you get isn't just your profit. Remember that 20% advance, about 265 rupees, that you paid at the very beginning to lock in the order? Well, once the customer pays and the delivery is successful, you get that right back. So you just add your net profit of 1,276 rupees to your advance refund of 265 rupees, and the total amount wired to your bank account is 1,541 rupees. From just one sale.
Now, of course, we have to be transparent. What happens when an order doesn't go perfectly? It's a fair question. If a customer just rejects the delivery at the door, that 20% advance you paid goes to cover the shipping costs both ways. And for actual returns that you approve, there's just a standard logistics fee. It's all very clear, so there are no surprises. So we've seen how a single sale works, but the YNF Club model is so much more than just a payment system. That annual membership fee is basically giving you an entire business in a box.
I mean, think about it. If you were to try and build all this yourself, get access to 30,000 products, set up a nationwide shipping network, get customer support, the real-world value of all that is estimated to be over 77,000 rupees. But the cost to you is just a flat 20,000 rupees for the entire year. That one fee covers everything. the catalog, the shipping, the cash-on-delivery system, the support, the whole shebang. And you can see how this works for people who are already in business. Look at Anjali, a boutique owner. She uses YNF to offer her clients way more variety without having to risk her own money on new inventory. For her, it's just a zero-headache way to expand her business.
And then there's Priya, who's a homemaker. She's honest. She says she was nervous about the fee at first, but she made it all back in just 2 months. She says the COD system was a total lifesaver because it helped her build trust with customers who were still nervous about paying online.
So that really brings us to the big question for you. When you see how the biggest risk, the financial burden of inventory, can be completely taken off the table, could a model like this be the key? Could this be the opportunity you've been waiting for to finally take that first step?